You already know. Ndani ya studio niko na warembo. Hey, acha niwaambie kabla tuanze. The last time nilikaa chini kwa hii show ilikuwa 2013 bra. Nikiwa intern. Okay, sawa. Karibuni tena sana ndani ya studio. Good to see you guys. And by the way, thank you for keeping time. Hapo watu wanachelewagwa sana. So we'll start with the introduction part. Starting with you.
Okay, my name is Sarah Wanjiro. I am an actor, a poet, and a film producer.
All right.
Yeah.
My name is Frida Mombe, actor, commercial model, stunts performer, and voiceover artist.
Producer wangu ananiambia niwaambie yani mnaongea kama wazungu. Mnaongea kama wazungu. We'll go back to you. I've seen you in a lot of movies. I have seen you on Netflix, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, tuanza tu na journey before tuende kwa the sugary stuff. All right. So maybe you can tell us where you grew up, where you went to school. How did you find yourself into acting, and how has been the journey?
Hey, that would be a long story.
Simplify.
Simplify. I mean, I think I got into music and drama stuff and getting like into acting when I was when I was 7, and from there I went to high school. Ilikuwa pia same thing, still did like drama, went to campus in KU, went on with the theater, and then in 2019 I ended up being I got into film, and then that's when I started being a professional actor. Yeah. And that's how I got here. Like, how many years from 2019? That's like 6 years. 6 years. Yeah, 6 years in the game. Yeah.
All right, I'll be back to you. You've simplified it a lot. How about you, Fred?
Well, it's actually quite the same. I started acting in primary school, you know, skits. Went to high school, drama club. I was in acting as well. After high school, of course, I studied something different, finance. But my passion was still in acting, so I went for audition after audition and landed my first role in 2020.
All right,
so
Sarah.
that's 5 years in the journey.
5 years in the journey. Okay. Back to you, Sarah. You've seen yourself grow into the ladder.
Yeah.
Like, of course, when you were starting and now it's been a different, right?
Yeah.
So what are the challenges that, as a lady, that you have gone through?
I think our industry, the film industry, is quite young. So, but right now it's really grown. Now, for the 5 years, I think there was definitely like issues of like job opportunities, because our film, we're not producing like as many films at that time. So it means I would not be able to like work as much, but it also still helped me in terms of like quality of productions that I would be doing. Yeah, that was like one of the main challenges, really. But I don't know. But right now I'm just happy kwenye niko, and I'm so happy that I was in a space where I could see it grow for like those past 5-6 years, to a point where we are going back and producing Shuga, such an amazing show, like an iconic show coming back, and being part of it is, yeah, amazing. Yeah.
That's the thing. How about you, Phil?
Challenges. I don't think, well, my journey hasn't really had many challenges, just trying to figure out acting without having an actual acting school in Kenya, because there's not a school specifically for acting, but there's been workshops by actors who've grown, and they've helped us navigate and grow our craft and navigate the industry.
All right.
Yeah.
Some would argue, Sarah, that getting these roles is not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy.
It's not.
And someone saying that kuna watu wamekatalia kwa industry.
Kina nani hao wamekatalia wapi?
Of course not about I'm not talking about you guys, but there are guys who would argue that industry is the film industry.
Yeah.
That it's not easy getting a role, because we've seen actors from way back now coming in, and now we are seeing new faces. Yeah. How is the transition, and how what would guys expect out there, and how is it easy to get a role?
Man, I think honestly, for me, I'll speak for myself. Like how I ended up landing most of the roles is through auditions and lots of hard work and putting a lot of work in my craft, honestly. And the thing that I love about our space is that, say, as an actor, if you want to get a job, we always have casting calls that are put out. So you have a fair chance, you go present what you can do, then it's vetted, and then they see if you're the right person for the storytelling. So really, it's about opportunity meeting preparation. And kujituma too, by the way, and then that's how you end up getting the jobs. So I think also kukwa na mindset that it's really hard. Now that's where kidogo we go wrong. As long as you're prepared and you're equipped to tell a certain story, you're gonna land it, you know? You're gonna attract it.
All right.
Yeah.
How many movies, what are they called, series, have you featured in Australia?
Several. I've been on Gigi, which is on Showmax, Pepetta, Big Girl Small World. I was on Volume with her on Netflix. I've been on a number of productions. I mean, the 5 years.
Yeah.
The good one.
Superstar Dada studio. What is the one role? I know before we get there, what was your breakthrough in your career?
My breakthrough character was the show Pepetta. Yeah, it came out in 2022. That was my first major role as Gracie. Yeah, and you know, Pepetta was, you know, an original story, and yeah, it was beautiful. And then here I am in Shuga.
The sugary stuff. And there is what is your breakthrough?
You know, I'm always waiting for a breakthrough. Like, bado nangoja. So every show I find and go to like, this is the one. This is the one.
So what are you waiting for?
But I'm not even complaining. This is a blessing. Sort of Shuga, but like in the breakthrough. But how I started out, I feel like how I got into the industry, there was an acting competition that was called Next Superstar, and it was somewhere in StarTime something, and I think that actually got me my first role on Netflix, and I think that was a major stepping stone. If I'd not gone for that acting competition, maybe single land kwa your space, definitely. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, maybe, of course, there are many scenes that you guys are involved in, and maybe in your years of acting, what is that one role that really you can't never forget about it?
You know what? I'm going to have to say Dada.
Dada.
Yeah, which is from MTV Shuga.
Yeah.
But only one episode is out, so there's more to the storyline. Yeah, there's more to come. There's more. And I feel like Dada is such an impactful character, and it tells a story that is so real, that happens to people, but is barely talked about.
All right.
So, yeah. It was an honor being her.
All right, Sarah, how about you?
For me, it's always the role that I have picked, like currently the role that I'm doing. So right now it's Nyokafi, definitely on Shuga. She was very complex and she really challenged me in so many ways. She might seem obvious and unassuming, but she really isn't. And it's such a nice challenge to take up as an actor. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now before we get into Shuga, last question. There are many young ladies out there who are watching you and they're saying, these are my role models. These are guys I would want to be when I grow up. What would you want to tell such a lady who's watching you right now?
First of all, I'm honored. And if you want to navigate this industry and go through the journey I have been in, never give up. Auditions can be hard. You can get so many no's before you get a yes, but we just don't stop until we get that yes, and the yeses keep coming because, you know, you've been discovered. And also, pour into your craft, go out there, learn, go to workshops, and learn from people who've been in the industry before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll be good. All the best.
All right. You've had it there, Sarah?
I mean, what I'd tell any young person out there is that they should believe in themselves and know that their dream is 100% valid. You just have to put in the hard work and the grit into it, have so much resilience, and the world is your oyster. literally anything you want, anything you manifest into your life, you're gonna get it. And yeah, just keep at it.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's jump into Shuga now. The sugary stuff.
Sugar.
Who do we start with? All right. Maybe you can give us a brief history about Shuga. Right?
Okay.
So
A
those are-
brief.
a brief history about Shuga.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shuga was first in Kenya in 2009, and that was the first ever episode of MTV Shuga. MTV Shuga does research on things that the youth are going through, and then it is brought to life as a story, because storytelling is important and it tells real stories that have been well researched on, be it mental health, sexual and reproductive health. Yeah, all these things that just affect the youth majorly. But I can also say it's good for parents to watch these things, because there's also families and family issues that are also talked about.
Family aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like just covers up, apart from the youth getting to learn so much, I think even the older generation would definitely love to watch Shuga.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So what role are you playing in Shuga?
Nyokafi, she's called Nyokafi.
Nyokafi.
Nyokafi, yeah.
Who is Nyokafi in Shuga?
Nyokafi, oh my gosh, she's a very interesting girl. She's like this princess who looks like she has a perfect life put together, but when you look into her needs and her wants, they start shifting. So amekuwa na a status quo for a very long time in how she presents herself to the universe and everyone else, but she starts realizing that she wants different things, but now she's gonna get held back because of the societal expectations from her. Should I mention she's the daughter of a dean? She's also a leader in CU with her Kahol team. So yeah, there's a lot that is expected of her, but yeah, she kind of just navigates that the expectations from everyone else for her
Dada.
life.
Dada.
Dada.
Dada is a girl who is in Nairobi for the first time, far from her family and far from, everyone she knows, just trying to navigate life in this new city by herself. She really wants to get into school, but there's some challenges here and there. And she's also a business person, an entrepreneur, hustle. And there's some other aspects of her I cannot yet talk about because hatujafika kwa that part of the story.
Yeah.
But upfront, she's bold, she's stylish and confident. But, behind the scenes, there's a whole lot more going on.
All right. Shuga premiered, was it on Wednesday, Ibra? On Tuesday.
On
Right?
Tuesday
Yeah, on
at
Tuesday.
11.
What, on 11 p.m., right?
Yes.
What should the viewers expect?
Sorry?
What as viewers, what do we expect?
I think really to get entertained, definitely. Also to learn so much about the youth and the challenges that they face. Yeah, majorly that, and to learn so much more.
Yeah, it's going to be very educational
Very
and very relatable as well, because as I said, it's research based. So these are actual issues that people are going through, and then they're brought into stories and we bring them to life.
To life, yeah.
Oh, wow. It's been an amazing interview. The last time I talked about acting was a long time ago. And I really feel that you guys are doing a good job. And,
Thank you.
thank you for entertaining us. And we're expecting results.
Oh, definitely.
You're gonna love it.
100%. You love
love
it.
it.
100%.
All right, maybe as we wind it up, because time is not on our side, maybe you can big up all the crew members that were there. How was it working with crew members, Sarah?
I mean, our team was amazing. It was full of so much energy, so much vibrance, and it was honestly an honor to work with literally like everyone who was in that set. We got to learn so much. I grew so much as a person and also as an actor, so I'm truly, truly grateful. And just watch out for Shuga every Tuesday and every Wednesday on MTV Shuga YouTube channel, Tuesdays on Citizen, and give us feedback. Tell us what you think about our show.
Yeah. Dada?
Yes, it was a very professional set, first of all. And as she said, it was an honor working with everyone there. There's people like Enos Olik, the directors. We had 3 directors, Likarian, 2 female directors, MK and June. It was an honor working with all of them, and I definitely grew as an artist on this set. So it was beautiful.
All right. Salams.
Oh. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
They're watching.
They're definitely watching.
I mean, yeah, you guys tune in and we love you so much. And we're already seeing the feedback that you guys are giving us after watching this show. Let's keep the fire burning. We have like a few more episodes to come, so let's lock in.
All right, so guys out there want to follow you, want to know more about you, where will they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Frida Mumbe, on TikTok, Frida Mumbe, and I'm also on YouTube. I have a show called In the Spotlight with Frida. You'll find it, Frida Mumbe, that's my channel.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Right.
You can get me on Instagram, _ Sarah Wanjiro, on TikTok, Sarah Wanjiro. Yeah. And also get to follow MTV Shuga Mashariki on Instagram so that you can keep up with what we are doing.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up here. DJ Roy T-Boy, sijui watupatie dance moves 2 3. Unajua hapa kwetu ukikuja lazima
It's so early in the morning.
It's so early. Yeah. That's how it's called. We set the pace this morning, all right? Like,
to dance.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind. If you don't
Okay.
mind. DJ Roy T-Boy, coming from the ladies.
Evans,